when I came home with the dogs, let them off their leads, and found a white box on my front porch that it was addressed to my wife, didn't think much of it. So I brought it in, left it unopened on a table, and went upstairs to change back into business attire. I'd gotten down to my boxer shorts when I heard my mother-in-law, who lived with us then and was cooking dinner, scream out to me, just a fearful sound. It made no sense, something about SWAT. So I ran over to a window to look out, and sure enough, I saw these men dressed in black with high-caliber rifles. I didn't have a chance to process that before I heard an explosion, the sound of our door being kicked open with a battering ram, followed by immediate gunfire. I, overwhelmed with fear, hit the ground, more gunfire, men in boots. They came upstairs, put me at gunpoint, dragged me down, bound me, had me kneel at gunpoint in my boxer shorts on our living room floor as they turned our house upside down. I mean, my mother-in-law, who was cooking dinner, was thrown on her face in front of the dinner she was preparing. My older black Labrador, Peyton, was in a far corner of the living room, lying in a pool of his own blood. It was a nightmare, a 4-hour ordeal, which they had delivered that box, which they said had marijuana in it, but they found nothing to connect us to it, and they turned our lives upside down over a botched raid, and they also shot our younger dog, Chase, who was running away from them, actually shot him from behind, and it was just a terrible, terrible, terrible day.
You were just reelected to mayor on Tuesday, fourth term by about 82%. I know this issue was not a campaign issue for you, but this is something that really strikes the hearts of a lot of people. Is this something that a lot of people wanted to talk to you about?
It was, I mean, our story got international attention rather quickly, and it became a story that a lot of people paid attention to, and I think really called some real attention to something I didn't know about until it happened to us, which is police are relying increasingly on SWAT teams to do things that you think would be done by normal police. I have a police force, and we don't deploy SWAT teams for things like casual search warrants.
I actually wanted to throw out some numbers here. Just from the last 6 months of 2009, SWAT teams just in your state of Maryland deployed more than 800 times. By some estimates, some sort of tallying of all this, 94% of that time it was to use to serve search warrants. That means only 6% of the times that these SWAT teams are being used are they actually being used in the case of a bank robbery or a violent situation.